Hi all, we're at Super League, game 1 for tonight. Sneak versus Zimmer. About to pull is Greg. Sorry, Schrader. I got to use last names now, eh? It's a bit of wind, bit of gust, bit of smoke in the air. Greg with the pull. Oh, floaty one to Marty. Activate. And Marty. Run to Warren White. We're putting on a zone here. Oh, a floaty one up and Sang takes that D. Also, they're switching to a man defense. Greg picks up disc. Centers. For that round, that's a good break. Greg looking for options. Running out, there we go. Getting pushed to the sideline here. Keeping in that direction of that wind. Nice throw. Just holding onto that disc, looking for options. It's over the top, floaty. Oh! Unfortunately, Alfie couldn't come down with that. It was a good option, but the wind just kept it up there a bit too long. Looking for options. There's Johnny White to Hurdy. Downfield, unfortunately intercepted. Just need a bit more gusto on that throw. This wind's having a little bit of an effect, pushing it to the side, but here we go. Nice little quick movement. Some good handler movement by both teams. Andrew line cut, easy. Thanks, Ray. Hurdy trying to poach a bit there in the lane. There we go. Greg looking for options. Oh, good D there, good options, good awareness. Sam putting it deep. Oh, that's close. Good option, just not the best execution. Some good smooth movement through the middle there. Some good handler movement here by Sneak. Looking at good options. Lots of handlers on the field, able to move the disc. Morrissey making some good movement there. And a good breakthrough from him too. Through the middle. Hang. Edgeworth looking for options. Probably needs to dump. Looking at it. Oh. Right option. Just a little more touch on that throw would have been perfect. Hurdy sends it. It's floating. And who else but Greg will get it? Schrader. Grab a mic if you want. So Schrader picks up the disc. Centers. Pick on the field. Still waiting for the pick. Coming in. Turn.
Yep.
Sneak setting up that zone again. Really looking to push that kind of that crosswind, and it's partially upwind, I reckon, for Zimmer. And joining me is Vish.
Hi, good to be here.
Yeah, looking good tonight, Vish. Got your nice colours on.
Yeah, just wanted to come out for a throw, but it's nice, it's good out.
It is very good.
Nice movement.
Actually got a very small bit of rain coming down, and there's the score, first score of the game. That was a long point, long first point.
As always, a few sketchy turnovers.
Yeah, it's a bit hard with that crosswind. I guess everybody's trying to get accustomed to it over that first point, and it was causing a lot of turnovers because of that.
Yeah, especially a couple hucks upwind from Hurdy and Sam O'Connell, I believe, just got taken.
Yeah, really good options, but just the executions were just a bit off, unfortunately. And the wind just, pushing them high into the sky or straight into the ground. So got Sneak walking back to the line. Good point played by them. But I think that was a... No, that's a normal point for Zimmer. So we'll see if they will get any breaks in the first half here.
I would hope we'd see a bit more energy from Sneak walking back to our line. They look very dejected down there.
It was a long point for all of them, and I think they're playing Savage tonight, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Given it's the last game of the week before Christmas, it's hard for a lot of players to make it out.
It is. I mean, they needed Tom Morrissey to fill just to get to 7. So both teams are going to be pretty wiped.
Well, that's all right, because Tom's a pretty strong asset. He's looking very good.
Yeah, I think he's really good there, considering they lost like a lot of their kind of big handlers, Connor Fletcher, Ferdy even.
Yep.
But,
I think Sam Ogden as well.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Their captain.
Yeah, that's right. So, but look, their movement in that previous point was very good.
Oh, and a huck from Hong.
And that's a good option, but I just think the downfield players just read that a bit too late and didn't see it was coming down so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if Tang saw that one, that would have 100% been a bid, or at least a lay. Yeah, just a bit of a misread there. Zimmer going downwind, they'll probably be looking to huck it, I reckon. Old men, finish the point fast, just put it in.
That's very true, very true. I mean, so a lot of these players, I think I know to Johnny.
Johnny ignoring the flick.
He never likes his flick huck. So he, when there's somebody going deep, always mark him his backhand. Stop his backhand, because he will never throw that flick huck. And and just for good reason, that backhand was just spot on for Marty to pick up, to grab there.
You even want him even to throw that flick huck, knowing that he's probably not going to.
Yeah, that's right. He has the throw, but he always prefers his backhand if he can take it. So, which he did.
Well, it's another one for Zimmer.
Another one for Zimmer.
So,
hopefully this time Sneak can get. It's partially downwind, I guess, this way, heading towards the city.
I think Zimmer can do it though. I mean, it's just been that one sketchy turnover upwind. It was a bit unfortunate, and the drop in the end zone. I think once they get into their rhythm, they'll start putting these in. Yeah,
that's right. That's right. Yeah, a lot of their players are usually very calm with the disc, very controlled, don't usually tend to do big throwaways by the looks of them. So, we'll see how they go. I expect to see a lot of kind of short ball from them in this point, just working it up the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of their strengths, I think, that everyone on that line can handle the disc, so use them as much as they can.
That's right. So it'll be interesting to see.
Nice pull from Johnny there.
That is very good. It'd be interesting to see what Sneak do on defense here. Looks like they're going man.
Oh, looks like the classic Greg goes deep.
Yeah.
Ooh, unfortunate that from Tom. I think he's a little bit injured right now, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think he said his hamstrings were a bit sore, so he didn't want to play too hard, but.
Oh! There we go, a beautiful layout, but just not getting hands to it.
I think they're arguing whether that was in or not. All right.
Yep.
I guess we'll just be taking
Starting
from
on
the
the
front.
line.
Yep.
It's good enough, I guess.
Oh, you swing that. Swing. Nice. Ooh.
Ooh, looking for sand there, but no. Nice center to Purdy, and
Yep,
then
looking for
O'Connell.
Sam. Backhand. Ooh.
O'Connell looking for options, and there's
Oh,
Johnny.
there you go.
And he's in. There you go.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that was just very unfortunate for Zimmer there. Just
Yeah. I mean, just to
sorry,
start
sneak,
the game.
sneak.
Yeah, sneak, of
Sneak
course.
just doing that little drop.
Yeah, I think Zimmer are looking quite good right now.
That's right.
Yeah, just a bit of a shaky early game there from Sneak.
I think Zimmer have been quite a big favourite for this tournament. They are looking very strong.
Yeah,
Very well-rounded, and I would say old, but I'll be a bit nicer and say well-esteemed and graceful, I guess. They know exactly where their options are. All right, we're going to go break for a minute with this timeout. We'll be back shortly.
Yep. All right, so we're fresh out of the timeout now. Sneak and Zimmer back on their lines. What have you got? Looks
So
like Greg's calling offense for Sneak, and Marty would be calling line for Zimmer.
Yep, Marty with the pull. That
So-
rain's coming a bit, it's not too heavy, but it's certainly coming down a little bit more. I think it might be getting a bit heavier, which will make that disc maybe a bit more slippery. So players will have to adjust for that.
Yeah.
Morrissey catching that pull, sending it to Tung.
Ooh, back to Tom.
Morrissey, oh, slap of the disc there. It's good. Schrader looking at options. So
Looks-
playing a bit deep here, Sneaker.
Hmm.
They're really looking at kind of trying to, I think, use these three handlers to move it up the field, and the rest of the players are just staying
Ooh.
deep. Oh, and that's an unfortunate.
Fortunate drop from Sang there.
That's very unusual for Sang. He's usually very safe hands.
You'd think maybe the rain is factoring a little bit into that, maybe.
Quite possibly, I would say so. So it looks like Hurdy's going to pick up the disc here, marked by.
Ooh,
Garfi,
looking straight for
Edgeworth.
Sam. Nope, it's not coming off.
And
Oh,
a break throws
wow.
for the score. There you go. I'm not surprised that Zimmer used that. They're, like I said, a very well-skilled team. They've got a lot of years on them in terms of development and learning the game and knowing how to throw properly,
Yeah,
proper
definitely.
break throws, and knowing that each one of them has that throw.
Yeah, a lot of safe
and they
hands.
look for it, and they look for it every time.
A lot of safe hands. They look very confident in their throws.
Yep.
So, what about Sneak though? Just a few unfortunate drops to start the game.
Yeah, I reckon they'll pick themselves up and probably drive until half time, and I think we'll see a better game from them from now on.
Yeah. Going downwind, I think they could build up some momentum if they score this point.
Yeah.
The wind's starting to pick up a little too.
Yeah,
So-
a few of them have got smiles on their faces. They're looking positive. They can do it. I believe.
Looks like Marty's pulling, and that disc has just slipped from his hands.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a pull, but no, not just yet.
Ooh.
So it'll be interesting, yeah, once again, what they do on defense here.
Yeah, Zimmer looking like they're discussing some very advanced defense there.
We'll be a bit underwhelmed when they just do man.
Yeah, all that build up.
Yeah,
Marty with the pull there.
that's a very good pull into the wind.
Wow.
Schrader to catch, sender.
To Sang, back to Greg.
Look, he's
Might be looking for a deep option.
He's looking
but
for Andrew there, but
yeah,
Andrew just not paying heaps of attention. to him.
Hoodie's deep
Didn't think he
poach.
was-
Hoodie's looking like a deep poach there.
Yeah.
They'll need, I think that'd be Alfie that's poached right now.
Hmm.
I think if he can be vocal, they'll like be able to work it up.
That's right, he will.
as long as he'll just like run the, hey, I'm poached, you'll get that disc and they'll get it moving.
Edgeworth, when his mind's in the game, he's a very smart player and he knows what to do.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, his head has to be there.
But it is looking promising.
That's a nice breakthrough to Edgeworth.
Oh, nice.
Through the middle to Greg. Schrader, oh, looking for that deep option again.
Yeah, they're really looking to put it in.
Yeah.
Of course, you can never go past them just playing small ball, swinging the disc, moving it around.
That's it, and there's that good, strong position there with Andrew looking for options. But it's a bit stagnant. There we go. Handler movement, that's good.
You'd hope Andrew would move a bit off that sideline, or at least.
I think he's just trying to be a dump there, but yeah, he needs to.
Probably clear out, let Tom just stay that as the dump. But there you go, Seng's making a move. Phil, Alfie's going deep.
Morrissey looking for that deep throw, but
no, it's just
he doesn't like it. He doesn't like it.
Just not on right now.
Good to holster it and just play that safe option. Hong, he's
put it.
And Greg!
Oh, Greg!
That's an amazing leap.
Oh, put that right in the.
Just an amazing read and leap by Schrader.
Oh.
That was some textbook awesome play there.
Yeah, that was a classic Greg play right there. And
I think that was a bit lucky. That disc was coming up short. I think the intended target was Ang.
No, I think that would be Edgeworth there. I thought he was the one running deep.
Was it Ang or Edgeworth? I thought it was Seng, to be honest.
But yeah, I mean, lucky Greg's got the hops, Greg's got the reach.
Yeah, he saw that disc coming, luckily, just early enough to get his footwork right and then take that disc high. I think if he had seen that disc any later, he wouldn't have got there.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been able to get the height or his footwork right to get that height.
So what a way to get on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
As I was saying earlier, maybe this will be the score that drives that momentum. Maybe we'll see a comeback from Sneak.
I hope so. It'd be really interesting to see them take this game against Zimmer. Given all the matchups lately, I think. Because last week they had a loss against Red, and it would just show that these teams are really quite even, and it's just a matter of who's on their game on the actual nights.
Yeah, I think with Zimmer, maybe as we get later into the game, we'll see some tired legs, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Can't let there you go. They're coming out in a zone.
In a zone, and there's a bit of a collision there. Sen going for a bit. Sam's a strong guy, doesn't mind taking a bit of a hit. Neither of those players. Just setting the bit of the physicality for the game.
Yeah.
It's setting up a bit of a, kind of like a three-man cup here. Just stopping all the upfielders, allowing kind of those swings to happen by the looks of it.
Yeah, from the looks of it, they don't mind the lateral movement, but... Ooh.
I just feel Zimmer will probably eat it up and just send it cross field like they're doing.
Yeah, it doesn't look like...
So they just keep swinging it across that field and then just...
Nice hammer
having those upfield. Here we are, Johnny holding it for a bit. Bit stagnant now.
Might need to move that disc.
There we go, that's a good option to keep.
Ooh.
Ciao. And Sam's in.
Goal.
There we go.
Goal for Sam. So
I think the zone's a good option, but I think they need to be a bit tighter on it.
Yeah, they need to kind of figure out what they don't want Zimmer to do.
Seemed a bit loose, and so it made those breakthroughs pretty easy.
Yeah, and the overheads too. That didn't seem especially. That was on too. So
I think they're looking for the overheads to come, and for the crosswind to really take them out. That was a hammer into the wind. Which Sam was good in that he made sure it didn't sit there too long. Yeah, there we see Zimmer just kind of just walking it up to that end zone.
Yeah, Zimmer just putting that downwind goal in easily. So
we'll see. We'll see if Zimmer now changes up their defense at all.
Yeah.
Or if they want to stick with that same man matchup which they've been playing so far.
Johnny's giving a little lesson there to Keith.
The teaching doesn't stop at the school.
Of course, of course.
He brings it all to the ultimate field.
He's always very helpful when you need some words of wisdom. So
always something to learn from Johnny.
Maybe we'll see Keith make a really nice defensive
Yeah,
bid.
you'll see here. You know, like Keith will get a D this point. And,
Yeah.
Then everybody will think, oh, Johnny's got words of gold.
And Johnny with the pull. That's lovely.
That is a beautiful pull.
Sits up a little bit. Picked up by Tom to Hong to Seng. Looking for Greg deep again. But
oh, that's up.
oh,
He's put it.
Tongue
There's
puts
a really good curve on that. That's just perfect.
Lovely. And not even a real contest there.
No.
Johnny didn't have much of a chance to get that one. And Greg gets another goal.
That was just very nice quick movement there by Sneak. Yeah, like we said in the 2 points ago, I think that point really started their momentum, and they're looking quite vibrant now and full of energy, which is nice to see with those initial easy undercuts and then a deep cut. That's just a really good option straight to Greg.
Yeah.
And very well put by Tongue there.
That was very nice. So I think downwind this point and a couple points ago, they're just looking to kind of put it to Greg, cycle among the handlers at the back there. Greg makes a deep cut, and he'll either get that or he'll just come under.
Yeah.
So looks to be their strategy for now. But it's good that we're not seeing more of those unfortunate drops that we were seeing at the start. It's good to see that they've really brought that intensity up.
Yeah, and we'll see what they do on defense now. Looks like they were kind of discussing a bit more internally, so I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with a bit of a zone again.
Yeah.
But like I said in the previous point, I would like to see them kind of tighten that up.
Seng with the
and
pull
see
there.
if it makes a bit of a difference.
Oh, that is sitting up.
That is sitting up,
is that
and
going
it's
out
going
though?
out.
Yep. That'll be a brick.
Yep.
I assume picked up by Marty.
And it does look like they've got 4 players front and center, so they are setting up that zone again.
Classic zone. We'll see how the cup is set up. I wonder if we'll see a tighter mark this time.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to have Chua on the mark here.
Yeah. So they've got Hurdy, Marty, and Johnny at the back.
Looks like a almost 2-man cup with a short deep.
Yeah, Greg's almost entirely just marking Mitch.
And that
Greg
is good pressure there.
Yeah. Didn't get a hand to that, but
Johnny doesn't like that. He didn't like that. He knew he kind of probably made the wrong decision there, but
yeah, Greg didn't get a hand to that, but he definitely put that pressure on Hurdy.
Yeah.
And sneaks with the disc now. Hong to Tang to Andrew.
There's some nice throws into the wind.
Ooh.
And a flick out to Edgeworth, and oh
no,
just those slippery fingers, unfortunately, Edgeworth.
Yeah.
But that was just a beautiful
Johnny
put again.
He put it. Nope.
I think he saw
Marty there going deep, but he decides to play it
Schrader.
safe.
He saw Schrader on him, and he knows Schrader's got legs.
Marty with the disc again, looking to probably see an overhead to Johnny. Oh no.
Yep, and
swings back to O'Connell.
Yep, there we
Johnny.
go.
Johnny doesn't look like he likes.
I don't think he wants to put that
positioning.
over the top backhand again.
Yeah.
The last time he did it, he wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, giving that
there's a
second
good
thoughts.
layup by Morrissey, but very close to that disc, but fouling just a bit. And there's Sam to jump it into the end zone.
There he is again.
O'Connell. How many points is that for O'Connell so far?
2 or 3, I reckon.
I think he's got 2 or 3 goals and maybe 1 or 2 assists.
We see Tom's
doing
bid
all right.
there.
It was a good bid, but just a
And O'Connell there
tight.
just
hopping into
the
that end zone.
locomotive,
Yep.
revving up the engines,
Locomotive, I like that.
jumps into the end zone.
That's good.
Sneak looking a little bit dejected again. Hopefully one of their guys can make a big play to bring that energy up again.
Look, I really liked that zone that they put on this time.
Yeah,
It was a lot tighter. It made those cross-field break throws a lot harder.
Yeah, and they did get the turn
a lot
from
harder
it.
on Zimmer, yeah. And that did force that turn. I have personally always been a fan of the two-person cup, allowing that third person in the midfield to kind of take advantage of little bits of the play.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Sometimes that three-person cup feels like one too many.
Yeah.
Johnny with his hand up, he's ready to pull. Greg's got his hand up, and
Here we go. So Sneak, I think they've got a bit of momentum here. They're still down 4 points, but
yeah.
you know, the disc is in their hands at the moment.
Oh, Johnny with another pull.
It's
Sits up and stays in.
yeah, it's doing well.
Tom picks it up to Hong.
And there we go, straight to
Greg's there
but,
again.
you know, send it to the guy who can run deep.
And of course, Greg comes down with it.
Yeah.
Oh, Greg's not happy with what he's seeing. Might hopefully see a
Alfie!
bid. Oh, yeah.
Edgeworth with a very nice layout, made up for that previous one that he unfortunately missed last point. But yeah, beautiful layout in the wet. Nice good slide there.
That's lovely. You know, we've seen a couple unfortunate drops from him early in the game, but it's got to get him going.
Yeah,
His head's definitely here now.
Yeah. Edgeworth is very much an emotional player. He gets driven by how he's feeling at the beginning of the game, and he changes throughout the game, depending on how he's playing personally. And it's really good to see when you get him fired up and he's feeling really positive. He really brings his absolute A+ game.
When he's feeling good, he's
on
a player
fire.
to be reckoned with.
Yeah, that's
tirelessly cutting.
Yeah.
You think you shut him down once, and he just goes like 3 more times. Gets the disc. So wonder if we'll see that zone again from Sneak.
I still didn't like that put to Greg. I mean, they had 2 players on him.
Yeah, I think Hurdy there was poaching deep.
Yeah.
So
I don't think he was seen, unfortunately. He's sneaking around in the back there in black.
Snake in the grass.
Yeah,
as
that's right.
Our local Phoenix like to call it. Yeah, maybe our poach player wasn't too vocal there, so they didn't notice. But Tom with the pull.
Coming up.
There you go.
And
it's a high
I think
pull.
that may be going out again, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it might be going. They might opt to take this from sideline, actually. Yeah. Oh, no. Marty's bricked it. Yeah. He wants it from the center.
Yep. Always best from the center.
Looks like Sneak have opted for man defense.
They're going man.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I thought the way with the zone was going last point, sorry, a couple of points ago with the turn, I thought they would have stuck with it, but...
Yeah, they might be trying to probably conserve their energy a bit.
Yeah.
With not having that cup having to run really hard.
Marty looking for a dump now.
Yep.
Purdy's
The field coverage is pretty good. Johnny gets off Greg, and there we go. There's an unfortunate turnover by some loose hands from White.
Yeah.
Warren White.
To Doe to Tra. Morrissey looking for that disc. Yep, and he gets it.
It's basically screaming for it.
And he gets
up. Edgeworth, just so close.
Oh.
Touch of those hands.
Yeah, puts that right to Edgeworth.
I think he just went up a bit too early for that disc and just got the tips of his fingers on it.
The wind might have had a factor in that too. Might have just jumped a bit higher than he would have liked.
Well, and there's that other turnover.
Another turnover.
It's unfortunately 2 from Johnny now. I don't know if Tonkin possibly put that disc a bit too far, but...
might have been too low, too fast there, but...
Yeah, it's no good. Right on the edge of the end zone. Here we are.
That's Warren White's fantasy value dropping a little bit for whoever's got him in their team.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
So, Morrissey there picking up the disc, walking to the front of the end zone. Oh, they're looking to ISO Greg, and that is easy money.
Yep. Always easy money.
Ooh, well, they put it in. That's good. Unfortunate turn from Edgeworth there, but...
So there's, I believe, Sneak's first break, which is good to see.
Yeah.
So coming back, 6-4 now.
So we've got Zimmer slowly walking back to the lane. They're in no rush.
It's amazing to see these older players around the age of 30, like Warren White,
Yeah.
Marty, and people like Schrader, who they've got a bit of age on them, like myself. But their experience and their skill, and they've still got a lot of their physicality even past the age of 30, and
Yeah, even
shows
as
that they can just take it to the best of them.
Yeah, even if the athleticism might fade a little, the experience comes with it. So they learn to use their brains a lot more than some of us who would just blindly run around and using our athleticism.
Yep.
So it's good to see.
I know that's what I used to do when I first started. Just run, and hope you get the disc. And
Yep.
but then I had to change my game because I started to not be able to run as fast. So I had to think of how I had to run.
So saying that with the pull, they quickly worked that up. Hurdy to Tonkin, to Warren White in the sideline, the backhand, just the way he likes it. To Keith, up the line, cramming it. Looking to center, again to Warren White. Oh, he's got to flick that.
Oh, Marty.
Have a bid, Tonkin.
Johnny, unfortunately, Warren White just putting that a bit too wide.
Yep, you can see he had a little bit of hesitation on that flick there. So, Schrader
looking for options, but there's not much. It's a bit stagnant.
Oh, cramps it up the line.
And
Hong, what a grab.
A good read there. And a flick. Beautifully to Seng.
Over the top to Seng. Perrin there. Got awfully close to that bid, but
I think Hong was just lucky that his other player just couldn't see that disc as well.
Yeah.
And he was lucky that his body just happened to be boxing it out.
So, another goal for Sneak. They've really brought this back. It's 5-6 now.
Yeah, it's becoming a very interesting game now. It's the winds kind of died down, and we've got barely any rain now, so it makes defense very tricky, which is surprising when we're getting turns from these more experienced players.
Yeah, I mean, Zimmer might be getting a little bit in their heads now. I think Johnny there just paused for a second, had to reset his mind, and, you know, hopefully both teams are able to work out those questionable turnovers.
Yeah. Well, if there's anybody that I could see on the field that could turn their game around mentally, it's Warren White.
Yeah, always a hard worker.
He's very strong mentally, and if he has a bad point, he tends to go off and then just come back on with a new gusto and a new mindset.
Yeah, so we got a pull from Seng here. Floats nicely to the front of the end zone. Hurdy to Tonkin.
Tonkin looking for options. Not many.
Oh,
and a layout to Hurdy. That
works.
You always know Hurdy's going to work hard for that disc.
Yeah,
no
he's one of the hardest workers. Always plays hard, runs hard, really brings that fire. So we got Burns with the disc.
A floppy disc flick from Burns, but makes its intended
Johnny
target.
busting deep there. Don't think that disc is coming.
Oh, there it is again, but it's unfortunately going out.
Another turnover here from Zimmer. So
some good cuts from Burns, but just needs to focus on his execution on those throws.
Yeah, we'll see if Sneak can get another upwind break here to tie it up. So we've got Mock coming in with the disc.
Yeah. This will be very interesting if they get this point. Oh, a nice switch there.
Looks to dump to Morrissey.
Oh,
Morrissey hits that inside.
Very high flick.
Oh, that inside flick just got taken by the wind, and Schrader couldn't come down with that.
Yeah, that was a hard throw to grab.
Yeah.
Very hard.
It's very close to it.
Had to get high, and it was coming fast.
Looks like Tonkin's picking up the disc there. Hurdy has a dump. Up. Oh, right there to Perrin. Oh, and a pick called.
Pick on the field.
That might go back to Tonkin, I think. Oh, no.
May not have affected that throw.
Yeah, I think that might stay with Perrin.
I think Morrissey's quite happy with it. Pick didn't affect him.
From the looks of it, Sam O'Connell's looking to get the disc. Looking for options.
Yep.
Oh, it just crams it to Johnny.
Ooh.
Warren White's happy with that one.
Yeah.
I think.
So we'll look at that replay now. To Sam.
Yep.
O'Connell. And you can see Johnny just makes this cut. As Greg turns his head away from Johnny, looking at the handler O'Connell there,
Yeah.
just makes that quick, straight cut.
That's the kind of experience you get when you put as much time into the game as he has.
That's right.
Played as many years.
As soon as that defender looks away, you strike.
Yeah.
And boom, easy money.
So Zimmer does put that one in. And widens the gap again to 2 points.
Yeah, Sneak were actually, I like their defense at that point. It was very tight.
Yeah.
I felt like they were taking a lot of options away.
Definitely. I'd agree with that. Just got a Zimmer on the line here. Wonder what kind of defense they'll come out with. Whether they'll have Hurdy there sitting deep poaching as he has been. But if I were to guess, they'll just stick with the man.
Yeah, I think man's working for them.
Yeah.
I think they can take their matchups.
Yeah, I think they're looking pretty good out there. No one looks like they're out of legs yet, so
No.
I guess we'll continue to see a strong performance.
But it does look like they've been putting on kind of just a slightly off man defense with a bit of a kind of poachiness to it.
Yeah.
Where they're letting players go to some spaces, but cutting out different areas of the field, like
yeah,
forced areas.
just having a little bids here and there. Johnny with the pull, goes up, sits a little bit.
And that's a good pull, right kind of to the, almost to the edge of the field.
And Zimmer runs down that pull really well. They've come up
And
with
actually,
a zone.
they're putting on a zone. Yeah, that's very interesting.
With Marty as the mark, you never like that. He's got a long wingspan. He's very annoying play to throw around.
Yeah, definitely. I like the thought of putting a zone on Sneak at this point.
Yeah.
Especially with a lot of their handlers just missing. And
Quick
I thought
movement.
Hong was going to put that.
Overhead. Doe with the overhead to Mock that, I believe. Mock to Ang and Ang.
And just unfortunately putting it into the ground. I think he expected Edgeworth to kind of cut a bit stronger to that.
Yeah, he might have been looking for that visionary throw there, but
I don't
hasn't
know.
worked out.
I think he just didn't get enough outside in and a height on that disc.
Yeah.
I really thought Mock was going to put it straight to Edgeworth at the end zone because he was free, but
Warren White
I don't
there
think he saw
to
it.
O'Connell.
Yeah,
O'Connell.
It's a nice break.
To Tonkin. Parent to
Nice
O'Connell
center.
again. Ooh,
Oh, Andrew nearly going.
Tra.
Almost getting a bit on that disc.
Hurdy to
Good.
Warren White.
Good match up there. There's a call on field. I think it's a pick.
It's a pick, I believe. So stay with Warren White.
Bit of a retracted pick, I think, but it's still a stoppage. So I guess we have to go back to Johnny just tapping it in.
Just having a nice, relaxed discussion there. And it's tapped in by Warren White. Will he look to flick it, or will he look to swing around with that backhand?
Schrader really stopping that around, though.
Puts that backhand there. Oh, Perrin crams it up the line to Warren White. Warren White is looking for O'Connell, and they want O'Connell with that disc. Oh, O'Connell.
Oh, that's just beautiful.
That sharp flick up the line to Tonkin.
Can always trust O'Connell to put those tight throws in. He's gotten so good lately over the past year and a half.
And you can tell he's seeing a lot of disc time there. They're very confident letting him have that disc.
Just that quick, low angled release. Very nice.
And Zimmer take half.
That's half.
8-5.
And we're back.
Yep.
Second half. Sneak versus Zimmer. Zimmer with the disc, starting on defense.
Yep. So
Warren White looking to pull here. They're just discussing defense at the moment.
Yeah, Sneak will have to work this one upwind, so The wind's died down a little.
Yeah,
so
it's barely existing. You can see in the trees here that there's that wind's basically gone stagnant.
yeah,
It's kind of past now.
I reckon they'll just stick with a man.
I think
defense.
so. I think so.
Both sides have
But it was
signaled they're
interesting.
ready.
It was interesting to see a couple points ago them putting on his own.
Yeah, Warren White there with the pull, caught by Ang to Morrissey.
Morrissey, they're coming out with
Doe.
a man defense here.
Doe looking deep, and he
And
puts
he's
that
putting that
up. That looks
to
like
Schrader.
Warren.
And
And Warren White just with the better position there.
yeah, I really don't like that option by Doe.
Yeah, they're very eager to
He's-
put it deep to Schrader there, but
I think what he was probably looking for with his throw is to get it over the head, over to that left-hand side of that field to Schrader,
yeah,
rather than it coming down. And it just came down a bit too early.
yeah, it looked like it came out a bit wobbly too. So turnover by Sneak, and they're playing man defense there.
Yeah, Tonkin coming to pick up that disc.
Slowly coming to pick up that disc.
Conserving his energy,
Yep, giving the
like all experienced players do.
yeah, it's a veteran play right there.
Yeah,
Get your
extending
guys
the game when they're up as well. You know?
extend the game, get your guys some extra rest, and we'll see what they'll do. Tonkin there taking his sweet time. Keith there with the primary cut,
Yeah.
and Tonkin fires that to him.
Oh, Schrader poaching in that lane, almost getting a hand on that disc.
Yeah. Chow looking to swing that to Hurdy, and he does. They're looking to get it to O'Connell there.
That's some good movement by O'Connell. And
Oh,
O'Connell
O'Connell puts it.
to
Chow.
Chow. And he's got it.
Oh, he's got
That's
it.
just a beautiful put there.
Oh, they're gonna have to. I reckon. Oh, he puts that around flick, and Tonkin just catches that in.
There we go.
Easy as it comes.
I think that's O'Connell's point right there.
Yeah.
I think that he made this amazing kind of cut to the break side and then cut across the field to the open for a power position.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
tireless cutter,
and
got
then
that disc.
just Chow was just making some good timing cut downfield and just got that disc easy.
Yeah, he just made it happen. He's really imposing himself on this game. You can tell. He's very involved with, especially Zimmer's offense. They're really looking to run that through him, I think.
Yeah, they're being very confident with his handling abilities and his ability to move that disc and even put it deep.
So 9-5 now, 4-point gap. I think
It's getting harder and
Sneak's gonna-
harder for Sneak, unfortunately.
yeah, as we're getting into the second half, we still have time on the clock, but Sneak's gonna have to put up a real good comeback here. That 4-point deficit is not looking good if they're just gonna continue trading with Zimmer. Warren White has his hand up. He's ready.
Just waiting for the offense here.
Schrader and both got their hands up, and Warren White with another pull. He's been pretty solid. We've got another good pull here. Sits up a little, Ang grabs it.
Nice and easy when there's no wind.
To Mock.
And it's looking
Looks
for
like-
that deep option today, but
Puts it to
Schrader makes a good easy under.
Schrader
Here
to
we go.
Doe.
Edgeworth
Is
going deep
Doe
and
gonna
he's
force
put.
that? Oh, I think that's for
And
Edgeworth
that's Edgeworth. Just another drop, unfortunately.
He might have been a bit too relaxed with that grab there. Looked like a one-handed grab.
It was very low. It was hard to be. It was hard. I don't think you could lay out on it because Hurdy was coming in hot and heavy there. So a layout could have been dangerous, which is why I think he opted for that one-hand low grab.
Again, Sneak with the turnover.
Oh, Hurdy running that
Tonkin
disc down.
makes Hurdy work for that, and Hurdy just puts it.
Oh, confident with Sam. just
O'Connell
getting some
revving up the
speed.
engines.
And I think he's in.
right there. Oh,
I don't think so. He doesn't think so. So he.
Johnny wanted that 1
Pumps it.
point for his fantasy stock, but O'Connell just puts it to Fegan for the goal.
Yeah.
5-point differential now.
So if you see here, Doe puts it. Seng almost gets a touch to it, but Alfie just a bit. He's a bit worried of running into Hurdy there. I think and just backs out a bit.
Edgeworth there. I mean,
Good
that's what
good
you want.
attempt.
That's what you want from your player, though. You don't want to intentionally create contact there if you can
No.
avoid it.
I like that he kind of pulled out a bit there. I think it would have been very messy if he hadn't.
Yeah, might have led to
Yeah.
a not so calm discussion about whether he had the disc or who
Yeah.
had the space. So
I don't have a problem with him like dropping that one then.
yeah, it's a good spirit.
Yeah.
A 5-point gap, and Sneak have really got to figure out something. I think they're really sticking with that. Move the disc quickly at first and let Greg cut deep, but it doesn't seem to be working that well. So hopefully they've got something in the bag of tricks that they can pull out now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be tough for them. Tough for them for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
The deficits.
Zimmer.
This is really hard to come back from.
Zimmer looks ready. Just
Yeah, they're looking
discussing.
relaxed and ready to just play defense and keep playing defense.
Yeah, relaxed, confident. They are.
They're liking their point difference here.
Yeah. Warren White's got his hand up. Schrader's got his hand up. And another pull. Oh, what a pull. Warren White has been very consistent with his pulls to Ang to Morrissey. Morrissey looked to Edgeworth there, but it wasn't there.
Tonkin poaching the
Morrissey
lane
back to
very
Ang.
well, kind of taking away all those options.
Ang
that's
to
up
Morrissey, and he puts it
and
up.
I don't know if that's coming in. No.
Oh.
But I wonder if they had a foot
Oh.
inbounds before they touched it.
Looks like Tonkin accusing Chow of
Stealing his points.
+3. Yep. And it was touched, so it'll come in right on that end zone cone. Hurdy looks to put it big, doesn't come off, swings it to Warren White. Warren White looking for options. They're looking to
O'Connell
play
with
through O'Connell
that-
again.
That cut again.
Oh,
Ang nearly
Ang.
getting on that, and Marty puts it.
Marty just puts it. I think Hurdy's not got that. Oh. It looked like Edgeworth there had the speed on him and really put pressure.
That was some really good pressure by Edgeworth. I think if
So you can see here.
if Hurdy didn't have that pressure there, he would have got that disc.
Yeah, we can see on the replay here, Edgeworth has got the speed. He's right there catching up. And we're back, so
Let's see
Doe
if
with the disc.
Sneak can take this.
Doe to
get this
Morrissey.
upfield. And Morrissey puts it. That's a bullet.
That's a low huck. Oh,
That is a great option.
yeah.
But once again, it's just something that's been inhibiting them the whole game, I think, is they've had the right options, but just the executions have just been,
Yeah.
unfortunately, not to what you expect them to be from these players.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they have a very strong handler lineup. All their players are pretty confident with the disc. And we've got Marty picking it up. Ang's on the mark. Marty took a look deep, but he swings it to Hurdy. Back to Tonkin. Tonkin looked for Johnny, but he's not there. Tonkin really looking for options.
Yeah, they're
Oh, there you
really
go.
shutting down, like, which
When
is
you need
good
an
by Singh.
option, there he is, O'Connell.
Oh, Schrader almost getting a touch on that.
Yeah, it looked like he pulled out to avoid contact.
Yep.
So they're back to O'Connell again.
And
Doe with a
Doe.
bid.
Oh, and he gets a hand on that, but
Oh,
I think
wow.
that's a foul. Yep.
Yep, uncontested foul.
But that was a great bid by him. He almost got that.
That was a great bid and great hustle too.
Doe always
He
good
didn't-
for big layouts like that.
Yeah, he's a very energetic player. Oh, Charles there.
Stopping that line
Looking
throw.
to Tonkin. Tonkin looking to O'Connell. They're really looking to O'Connell to handle the disc. O'Connell looks for a swing.
Oh, he's making
Doesn't
some
see any
good-
options.
Good under options.
Tonkin back to O'Connell.
And there's
Oh,
just back and forth movement.
Just playing
the down
catch.
food is just
Oh,
just
there you
got
go.
good some
Up to
tight,
Warren White.
decent- Oh, and Chua!
Oh my goodness.
What a nice layout, D. That was tight.
Oh,
That was very tight.
you can see here
I'd like to see that
O'Connell.
replay.
Yeah,
There we go.
it was O'Connell to Tonkin to Warren White.
See Hurdy
And you
start
can
that, and
hear-
then Chua just
Oh, Troy's
busting
trailing, but
and just he
puts
just
on the
busted as hard as
boosters.
he put on those boosters.
yeah, really puts on those
Oh,
boosters, just gets right
he was
in there.
almost a good 2 meters away from that too.
Doe to Sang there. Oh,
And Marty
Tonkin
talking with
the
a
speed, with
Callahan.
the length, just gets Callahan. That
very
is
unfortunate.
lovely.
With such an awesome D.
Yeah, Do's looking devastated out there.
Yeah, he doesn't
And
like it, but
this game, I think, has started to blow out a little.
yeah. And here we go to a timeout, so
Yep.
we might take a
A
break.
break.
And we're back from our timeout.
And looking at Zimmer, they've only got a 6 on the field. I don't know whether they're load managing Hurdy there or he's going to hop on. Oh, yep. There he goes.
Having
He's
some
on.
chats with some old friends.
Yep. Just take it easy. You can tell that they're not too stressed about the game, but they're always playing hard, so.
Yeah, that's right. They're not the type of team to kind of take their
the
foot off the pedal
Yeah.
when they're up. They know better.
Yep. As we said, plenty of experience between them.
Yeah.
So Warren White's ready. Schrader's ready.
But Snow is sneak. So let's see how they go fresh out of this timeout.
Yeah, I heard them contemplating a couple of wacky ideas during the timeout. So we might see some unorthodox play. Oh,
Maybe just some
Greg's
better
busting.
movement from them,
Yeah.
possibly. So it does
Go
look
to
like they're
Marcy.
moving it
Marcy
very
to
much
Doe.
between these handlers here, with not much
Oh.
movement up downfield.
Doe with the scuba. Ang
And
with the
Sen,
disc now.
he's
Ang
looking for
puts
it, and he's got it. He's looking for that
Oh,
mismatch of Edgeworth
Edgeworth has
versus,
that read.
and he's got it.
He's got it. Yep. I guess that play did work. I think the best I describe it would be a little bit of rapid handler movement till a cut opens up downfield, and they put it in.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah. It's good,
I like
quick
that
offense.
they don't mind trusting Edgeworth in the end zone with that disc.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good team culture there.
Yeah, that's right.
some
He's
would
had a
think-
few drops this game, but you
Yeah.
know they still got that confidence in him, which is good to see.
Yeah, that's good. Good to see.
And you know that wasn't the easiest disc to read either.
Yeah.
Coming over the top of his head to the other side of the end zone to which he's running to.
He went up there with his right hand too, so it might have been like a little bit of a snatch out of the air
Yeah.
as opposed to the left hand, but
Yeah.
maybe he's not as confident going for that one. But good read nonetheless, and a quick goal from Sneak.
Yeah, it was good. Good handle movement. So now they're setting up on defense. Looks like I think they're going to a matchup. They look to be lining up.
Yeah, probably man across.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll bring out something unorthodox on defense too. From the looks of it, they might try something different. And
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing their zone again.
Oh, Ang
Just
with
to
the
kind of
pull
slow them down.
in the end zone there.
No, they're going man.
Nice pull chase from Doe.
O'Connell going deep. There's a few going
Warren White doesn't like it.
deep. No.
Gives it to Hurdy, to Fegan. Fegan
And
up
O'Connell
the line to
just
O'Connell.
hasn't stopped running.
He's a workhorse, and he puts it.
Oh, that's
to
tight.
Chow.
That's tight to Chow. Oh, Mock
Right.
nearly had hands on that.
Oh, he shoves
And
it up the
just,
line, and Johnny
Just a
Warren
tight
White.
little throw to Warren White. Yeah, that was.
just.
I don't know about that. That
sticks
was
up
a
the
bit
glove.
nasty. That was a bit nasty. Great
Yeah.
cutting by O'Connell, but I don't know about his
Yeah,
option
the throw was
his option to Chua.
Yeah,
Sorry,
the,
not Chua.
Chow.
Chow.
Chow there, yeah. So, yeah, from O'Connell to Chow, questionable. And Chow just shoving that forcefully into the end zone.
Yeah.
Would have liked to see a dump there, I reckon. A dump and some
Well,
chili.
when you've got Warren White heading up the line,
Yeah.
what else do you do?
Yeah, when you've
Yeah.
got him just busting up the line there, full speed. That's what you'd like to see. And again, so point differential remains the same.
Yeah, Zimmer staying ahead.
6-10 there.
6-11 now.
Oh,
Yep.
6-11.
Yeah,
All right.
just
Yep.
changed.
5 points. Yep. A little bit of delay on that, but it's all good. So, Sneak.
We have got a little bit of wind coming up. It's kind of heading towards Sneak a bit, so that it's kind of changed a bit. So now they're going a bit upwind now on this offense point.
Yeah, I think that
So
the wind's
hopefully-
kind of going to like the bottom right of our screen.
Yeah.
It's a little A little bit there.
Over the past few weeks, it's been acting very strange on these fields. I guess it's the turn of
Oh,
this
Morrissey.
heat, this summer coming out, and just
Morrissey with a
changing
high diss to Doe.
and that's
Doe grabs that.
hanging.
And the wind there. They're depending on Schrader again and Tonkin.
Tonkin just
They've got a lot
stands
of
there,
big
didn't even
players.
jump,
Burns.
but just reads it very well.
Yeah, just gets the scraps
And
there.
he's burning deep.
Oh,
And Johnny wants
Warren
that backhand heart.
Warren White knew that. Edgeworth there has got position.
Oh,
no.
Edgeworth, so close.
Tonkin there just somehow got that disc. Snatched it right out of there.
Johnny again with his token backhand. He had the flick, but he didn't want it.
Yep. For reasons that we are all aware of, I believe. So this game's kind of running away from Sneak now.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. I would like to see them get a couple more points on the board, just you know, for their sake.
Yeah, we'll see what they have left in the tank. So, like I said, they were discussing some unorthodox plays in that timeout. Maybe they'll bring out another one here. See if it'll rattle the Zimmer defense.
It was a bit unfortunate, that disc just hovering and just
just kind of sat up there.
Yeah, it's just unaccounted wind, unfortunately.
Yeah, it sat up there and gave Zimmer's big boys there some time to get in. And
just read the disc.
When you're in a stationary disc, when you're in a stationary grab there against some taller guys, I can attest to how difficult that one is. So
Warren White with the pull.
Warren White
being very successful with his pulls tonight.
Oh, that one sits up a little.
This one's
but
a
it
bit
comes
short.
in. Comes back a little, but it stays in. And Schrader starting with the disc now.
It's in a better position than
He's
what
not-
a brick would be.
Yeah.
And he's put it up,
Schrader
but
puts that,
Doe
but
just
Doe-
stops his cut, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just
Doe
a bit
had
of
second thoughts
miscommunication.
about that. So they did switch it up a little.
Yeah.
Schrader wasn't in the downfield just busting deep this time. He's started with the disc, but just a little bit of miscommunication there maybe. Doe just terminated his cut early and Schrader saw something that Doe didn't.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sneak do get this D here.
Yeah, Hurdy walking it up with the disc. Oh,
great.
wow.
There we go.
There
Schrader.
you go.
that break poach. He knew exactly what.
Yeah, when you've
what
got
he
Greg's
wanted.
speed, Schrader's speed and his length. Oh, it's a foul called. It's a
foul?
uncontested foul. Yep.
Johnny
that
kicking
will-
the hand of Schrader.
Coming in on 0, said by Warren White. So a little bit worried that there was another turnover from Sneak, but nope, it's back in Schrader's hands. And he might be looking for that around to Morrissey. Nope, he's looking for a cut in the stack. And it's very messy. Yep, there you go. Finally that
Just
swing
need
to
to get,
Morrissey.
Warren
Morrissey
White
quickly to
moving.
Mock.
Yep.
Busts up line, but it's not there.
Mock looking
Mock.
for options. But
Mock might look to dump there. There's really nothing
It's a
going
bit-
on.
it's
Oh,
a bit nasty, but I think there's a call.
O'Connell. Yeah,
No?
O'Connell gets
No?
caught diswatching there. And easy swing to Doe. And Mock to Tra. Tra's looking for options. Oh, Tra hits that inside to Morrissey.
And that's
Morrissey
a
with the blade right to
interesting
the
play.
back. Oh my goodness. Schrader.
I think that was the intended target. I think so. If
We'd like to
so,
hope so.
you-
It was an
You look at
interesting
him.
shot there.
He sees. Yeah, he does see Greg going to that space there, but I think he meant to put it maybe a bit more to the left.
Yeah, possibly, but you know what? A goal's a goal.
A goal's a
and
goal. It came off. He's laughing
yeah,
now.
you got the, so Greg there got the D and he gets the goal.
Yeah, I think Sneak can be pretty happy with that point. They got that. They did get a bit of a turnover, but
Yeah, I mean,
they
they
got it
really
back.
worked to get it back.
they did work very hard.
And Schrader there with the poach D. With his length, that's a very viable poach there.
Mm.
When it looks like an easy throw, sometimes it might not be. Sneak on the line there, discussing the defensive mastermind plans.
They're quite. By the looks of them, I see them as a team that's quite happy to play a point-by-point game.
Yeah.
Regardless of them being this displaced from, the 12 points that Zimmer have.
Yep. I think they're mentally a very good team. Got a couple guys that play with a lot of energy in Ang, I would say, and Edward.
Yeah, that's right. And Schrader and people like Hong, Mark,
Yeah.
always bring a lot of positivity to a team.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
always bring smiles to the field, and you know, regardless of being in a deficit, they're always
Yeah.
happy to just be on the field playing,
you've got
playing some
your-
Frisbee.
Yeah, and you've got your energy guys there, like Doe as well.
Yeah.
Doe with these bids, he's always there to get the disc. And Mock even,
Yep.
famous or, you know, mildly known for his
Layouts.
every now and again.
Always trying to catch some poor resets,
Yeah.
some badly thrown resets. But
So the
always
pull
lays out
from,
for 'em.
yeah, the pull from Ang goes out there. So Hurdy will
Yeah.
brick it, take it to the middle.
Yeah, this it's only a very mild wind. It's barely anything, but it is affecting
Yep.
this
And
direction play.
Sneak with the flick force. Oh,
And they're very tight,
They
but
look for O'Connell
Hurdy gets
there.
that break off.
that break up the
Alright.
line.
And
Chow
here we
puts
go.
it.
That's
Oh my goodness. So that
that's
burns
just
up there.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
But that was a great cut by Mitch there. That's
Yeah,
That's just
goal
great.
by Burns, and it's really just been working it up the sideline. On a flick force, they'll just hit one around and start working it up the
Yeah.
backhand side. And you know what?
that's just textbook play right there.
And that's exactly where Warren White wants the disc,
Yeah.
on his backhand.
Yep.
So, Zimmer. Very close to cracking it. They're at 14.
Yeah, 14-7.
We'll see whether they stick with man or come out with some interesting new defensive scheme to get a turn maybe and just put this game away.
And may reach score cap here.
Yeah,
knows?
it'll be a game to 15.
But Sneak now do have that slight downhill, like the downwind.
Yeah, slightly. We'll see if they look to bust deep. We'll see where Schrader especially is playing.
Yeah. I can see a couple mismatches being lined up as well, so I would like to see them really utilize that.
There you go, Tonkin with the pull.
And that's a really good pull
Really,
into
yep,
that
stays
wind.
in. Schrader picks it up, so he'll be behind the disc. Mock fakes big
With his
to Doe.
his token fake there.
Oh, Doe finds Ang.
And just
And
in the
puts
end zone,
it-
and that's putting
Oh.
up, that's floating and sitting there.
That's
and
an ambitious
and
throw, and
Hong!
Hong comes down with it. What a grab
Here we go.
against O'Connell.
And the crowd's cheering for him. Here we go.
Yep. There you go. What I was saying.
Watch it go up. Here we
He's
go.
he's one of your energy guys.
So O'Connell can see it, and Hong just leaps.
Oh, Hong just tells gravity to chill out for a second and just floats up there over O'Connell. What a grab.
That was just beautiful.
So that's
What a way to come to the near end of this game, is just to have a point like that where Sneak just put in everything and
yeah, and that's one of those energy
Show-
plays I was talking about
yeah,
earlier. Hong,
to show that their head's still in the game.
yeah,
You know, they're still here. They're playing hard.
yeah, they're still here to play. They
They're-
haven't given up
They're a
yet.
threat to be reckoned with.
So a big question right now is,
How far
Can
can they
s-
go?
yeah, can Sneak get that turnover? Just looking point by point, I think that's what they'll do. They'll just look to get a turnover at this point,
Yeah.
and we'll see whether they'll come out with, they'll just stick with the man or they'll add something to it, maybe
I'm sure they've got
poach
some.
there or
Yeah.
even come out with a zone.
They've definitely got to have some positive vibes coming out at this point after that one.
Yeah. And with the pull. It's a big
And
pull.
That's a
Oh,
big
it
pull,
might not
but
stay in though.
it's going out, unfortunately.
Oh. Oh, and a drop there by
Nunu on the
Shantanu
sideline.
Malhotra.
Yeah.
That might be a -1 for you there, bud.
Yeah. We'll take it off the next game.
And Tonkin looks to pick up that disc. Carefully measuring out centimeter by centimeter where the brick mark is. He's very meticulous there.
Yeah, we might have to get him a tape measure, I reckon. And oh, there he
Yep,
is.
Tonkin with the
Just a
disc there.
Nice perpendicular step
Looks
there.
off Chow, but he gets it to Warren White. And, oh, Warren White fires off that flick. a rare occurrence, but we like to see it. Hurdy puts in the middle to O'Connell, of course, the workhorse of this team. Burns, Hurdy, Tonkin.
Yeah, Sneaker just letting these break throws just come off a
Oh,
bit too
Tonkin
easily.
puts it up, and
there
that
we go.
would be the game there
That's
from
game.
Burns. That was really quick movement there.
Nice high release flick from Tonkin.
Yeah, I mean, they just got that disc moving really fast, and I don't think Sneak had a real chance to
Attack that.
stop those, like stop the
Nah.
next throw even. Well, good game there from both teams, I think.
Yeah,
Sneak,
I think credit to Sneak, who, although in a deficit pretty much the whole game, you know, still put in every point.
yeah,
Every point they were out there
they played with
working
energy.
hard and just trying to get those deeps. And just, I
Yeah.
think the only difference in the game was just a few, you know, unfortunate
Few
drops.
unfortunate drops, yeah, at the start of the game, couple in between, and you know, Zimmer again proving they're one of the strongest teams in this league, only going down once last week, I believe, or last week or the week before.
Yeah, it was last week actually.
Yeah, yeah.
I was unfortunately on the sideline for it. But yeah, I think that'll do us for tonight,
Yep.
for this game at least.
Thanks for tuning in
Yeah,
to our Zimmer vs. Sneak game.
yeah. We'll wait for the next one.
ULTI.TV.